should be over there. It's fucking loud. Coughing. I'm fucking coughing. Alright. And that... Oh no, I can't find it. Oh, that's right. I need to set this up. Hey, there it is. Now we're cooking. Alright. First, I need to... First, I have to go to the music and turn that off. Okay. Turn that up there. Alright, here we go. Hi, everybody. It's your boy, Hardcorn, and we're back. This week, we're going to be playing some Devil May Cry 5. We've got 20 missions we have to go through. And it's just, you know, I haven't played this game in, you know, well, at least for the story, in the sense, ever since the Virgil DLC came out, which was almost 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So it's been a pretty long amount of time. So without further ado, let's get started, because this game is really ass-loaded with cutscenes for some reason, because they have to make up for the lost time in 4. But how's everybody doing for the most part? It's been a pretty exciting week for me at least, so I'll probably talk about that later. What you doing there, everyone? You guys having a good week for the most part? I know mine's been interesting to say the least. I know I just repeat that, but the subtitles are still on. If there's like one thing I didn't like about this game very much is that, well, all the Devil May Cry games do this, is the city portions, like, are some of my favorite levels. Like the city locations, like what they're now in like Redgrave City. I like that. I wish they would have more levels like it. But we spend a whole shitload of time inside the tower, and it's the most gross looking and boring levels in the whole game. Ugh.
We've known each other a long time.
It's all quiet.
You never had this much trouble.
You never had this much trouble.
You gonna make it through this, Dante?
Yeah, leave it there. And there's Dante looking good over there. Trying to fight off the Qlipoth.
What am I doing wasting my time here? He's got this.
I probably need to turn down my graphical settings. It's actually starting to fuck up a little.
You should not underestimate this demon. After all, it was he who took your right arm and gained a great deal of power from it.
Oh no, what an illusion right there, V. What do you got to say about that?
I'm leaving. I suggest you do not fall behind.
God, I absolutely fucking hate playing as V in this game so much.
Okay, V. You're an interesting
They're always
guy,
like the
but you're
worst
right.
missions in the game and the slowest too.
I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
I forget who you play as in the prologue. I think it's Nero. Nero is not my most favorite to play as because he's really weird to play as compared to when he was in Devil May Cry 4. More or less, it's probably just me having to spend all the time and getting used to every single one of his devil arms. But I just cannot like wrap my head around this. You lose so many of your abilities, and every time one of your devil breakers is like gone, you just lose so much of your abilities. But there are also strategies where you can employ it to do shit like break one arm and then use it to combo into the next, which is really good for like long combos and like destroying bosses, because Nero is really good at that. I think he's better at it than like any other character in the game. Also, that grab is fucking nuts. But of course, we got a taunt. And if there's anything Nero does really well, it's how visceral his attacks are, because he's fucking screaming everything every time. I can't get enough of it. I probably should have reassigned my gun to a different button, because trying to hold it and then do the Devil Buster is like really annoying. And see, the thing is, this story is told out of order for the most part, so it makes it so that every time we do a new event, it's like it goes back in time and it then like swaps back forward into present day, and it's really, really not so much confusing, it just makes it take a long time for no reason. And that's the best thing about Nero too, is every time you use the Devil Buster, it does like, I think a flat, really high amount of damage. It's like 250 or 300 every time you use it. And then you can mess around with it in Devil Trigger, which is like my favorite part. Like, I really like how Nero plays in 4. Like, he's like, the Exceed system and like how Red Queen works is actually a really fun system when you get really good at it. I was not good at that system in the first place, and I'm still not good here. Nero's also really good at just sitting around and like grabbing tons and tons of enemies from like extreme distances. I think it was like effectively made to be like an easier character for people to play, because he doesn't have much in terms of combo action from like in 4, but his basic moves aren't very expansive, but what makes them expand and to actually be have actually potential inside them is the whole Exceed system. It's really, really good. Because when you get a max act off of something like this, when you have all 3 gauges lit up, I didn't actually think I would get it the first try, but when you have it like that, it makes all of his moves hit 3 times. And actually learning how to master that and get max acts off all the time, like, increases his damage so much faster than everybody else. I think the only person that I can keep up with him is like Virgil, when he does his Sin Devil triggered judgment cuts in terms of DPS. But you gotta get real good when you play with Nero. Real good. But Visceral is a term you haven't heard of since the original Dead Space. I think Bloodborne's parry moves, like when you do a riposte, it's either called a riposte or a visceral attack.
Sorry, Dante.
That's how they have it labeled.
I'm bagging this bitch.
I'm bagging this bitch. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, Nero. Show us how it's done, buddy. Oh yeah, now I remember. There's another part that I don't like about this game is you're forced to lose like 3 times. And the thing is, if you win, you fail the mission, because you're scripted to lose. Which is like my least favorite way of playing a game. I shouldn't have to, lose in the first place. Because if you win in the prologue, it's over. The game ends, and I think I did that when I played as Virgil. Because like whenever you play as someone like Dante or Virgil who have really high, powerful like multi-hit attacks, they just stand from like the back of the room. Oh, I forgot I'm not playing as Dante. I don't have Trickster. You can just stand in the back of the room and just pellet his shit to death with like a ton of bullets, or just keep using a judgment cut until this thing breaks, and then you can hit Urizen for like 20 million damage. And obviously, I am not confident enough in my ability as Nero to actually go reflect the meteors back, because you can reflect those back with a level 3 charge shot. And charge shots take forever to do. It's just like, well, it's out there. I think it's the same timing in 4. But it still takes forever and a day to do. If you're supposed to lose if you're not supposed to have any of your abilities as of late. Because however it's going to turn out, it's going to turn out. Come on, come on. Almost got me there, buddy. You ain't doing that. There we go. I didn't think I'd actually get it off this time. But is this my limit? Oh yeah, now because it's like you now create a time paradox because you won the battle. Congratulations everybody. We're so good at the game we beat it at the first level. Because you don't get this screen when you play as Virgil, you get it when you play as everybody else. And there you go, that's the ending. Thanks for coming, everybody. That was a really fun time. It was your regular average playthrough of Devil May Cry 5. Look at that, I just got the achievement for it that where you actually beat him at the very beginning in the prologue. No, we're obviously gonna keep playing. But that's just a really fun thing you can do on that mission at least. Like what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to lose, and then they talk about how they're going to retreat, and that's it. They do make their retreat, and now Nero and the gang take to the streets of Redgrave City, and we have fun with it. And now we have the introductory movie from when everything went to hell. And also, I think this is the ones they use for what's it called? The trailer for the game. This is a trial from the heavens above. Oh my goodness, it's just like Devil May Cry 4 all over again.
Tell me.
Tell you what.
You got angels, you got demons.
To be rescuing the guy that killed your father.
Hey, I'm glad we're getting personal. Well, he abandoned my mother and I and left us for dead. I feel nothing.
Well, he's not exactly going up for Father of the Year award now, is he?
His research wasn't half bad. Came in handy. Mildly thank you for that.
They have to do that in here. It already smells like gas.
That's you.
Hey, Nico?
Don't lose your taste. I see him.
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my groove.
Wow, this is actually pretty cool. I've never actually sat down and watched this before. Good job, Nico. Sweet driving. That's really great. Oh my god, that is... Oh well, Nico, that's just, I guess it's just how you smoke cigarettes. I'm not about to tell a person who smokes cigarettes how to do it correctly, because I sure as hell don't do that.
What's happening? What's going on?
You look like you need a hug, but you're not gonna get one from me. Better get lost.
Hey, who are you? Hey, you're gonna get yourself killed!
Don't crap yourself. He likes to kill demon things. Let him do his thing.
You hear what I said, you dumb one-armed son of a bitch? You're gonna die!
I've heard that guy before. I don't know, I think I've heard him in some like English dubs and stuff. But that soldier guy, I've heard him before. I mean, he's no Johnny Young Bosch, but he's like, I've heard him in some other projects. I just can't place him where. He's got that really good like generic man voice.
Alright. Time to kick some ass.
Because he's not stylized like Nero's, V's, and Dante's, where they all sound like they're insane men all the time. How long did it take to get there?
I've got some cleaning up to do.
Shit, I'm not gonna make it to 10 unless we skip stuff. Oh well, I can split this apart into other things.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smashing demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass. Hey, Psycho! What's the merchandise?
Hey, stop bitching and take cover. Really getting the hang of this new toy. Get out of my sight! Can't you leave this here? Sweet.
See, that's the thing about this too, is like you have to walk around and keep finding all the armaments for Nero in case something breaks. And it's like my least favorite thing about Nero in this, is that you have to keep doing it. Like, why do I need to... I don't want to keep doing this. I'd rather be able to switch between like a set amount of them without having to destroy them. But I guess that's part of Nero's really guerrilla sort of play style, where you have to be really fluid with how, well, they break, well, here's the thing, they break on two conditions. You break them yourself by holding the button down and expending their ability, or you, take a hit while it's in use, like I press B, and it activates it, and I take a hit at the same time. It'll make it break, and then I have to go find more of them. Because they have unlimited durability. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Because once you actually complete the game one time, you get Nero's ability to, you get the Snatcher from the 4th game, which is like the best way for Nero to like solve every problem that he has permanently. Because it takes one of the strongest Devil Breakers, which is the ability to grab things, and it lets you have it at all times. I have no idea why it took that long for it to happen, but there we are. You can get the Mega Buster, obviously, because it's a Capcom game, and Capcom loves to shove their old titles in there. And also, once you finally get the, like, Nero's Devil Trigger and the Devil Arm, you can do, like, now you can actually have, like, a whole bunch of killer grabs to all enemies and all bosses, just like you could in 4. And you spend a lot of time in the game, like, not having that.
Get it? Who brought the marshmallows? Because I'm bringing the fire.
There you go, Nero. Tell us how it's done.
Swinging him.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get a no damage bonus from this. Oh, that sucks.
Hey, tough guy. That'll keep him, but not for long.
What do you mean?
Soldier Boy said city's gone to hell and back, taken over by the underworld. Not just here, but everywhere.
Yamato did this.
Nero, you really think that the Yamato did this? I think it was another guy has to, you know, be in control of it in the first place.
Why do I feel like your pet mechanic? Don't get used to it.
Nico, I showed you those order docs, so you still owe me, remember?
Hey, you two! Dinner's ready!
Be right there! Hey, why don't you go ahead? I'm gonna finish up here.
I'll try to save you some. Not.
You need something?
Oh my god, what a menacing character.
What is
Who
it?
could this be?
Hungry? Well, you're in luck, pal, 'cause food's ready and Kitty A always makes too much. Hope you like loud talkers too, 'cause got a pair of those upstairs. You see something you like? What the hell? You a demon?
Nero, the food's getting
Get back inside now!
I'm taking this back. I'm running out of time.
I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes. What the hell happened?
Oh no, the plot thickens. How unfortunate that he finally he takes a hit and it's over for him. But this is how Nero gets his arm.
For us up ahead. Try not to get us killed on the way there.
Oh yeah, that's right. You spend a really good portion of the game itself as Nero, or at least until you get to like mission 8 or 9. Because I know the third mission is V's, and that's always a
That's
shit
it.
show.
No more wheels from here.
Alright, guess I'm walking then.
Yo, yo, yo. Check it out.
What?
Oh wow, I never noticed that. Nero has the not Nero.
I think
Nico
it's
has
really
those storage nets up there.
Hey, we doing this or what?
What is it? She has those storage nets up there, which is actually really
waiting on
cool
you.
because she has a bunch of stuffed animals up there. I never noticed that.
Any special orders?
But yes, we finally have the ability to go to the shop now. Oh cool, I can buy EX Provocation. Because also every time you pick up one of these, and I think in the overworld, it can get added to your inventory. Like you're back here, at least. I don't think it can. I don't think it does for what I remember, but it's nice to know. Because I have like 12 or 20 of these sort of things. There is no discount for buying in bulk. That is quite disappointing for the most part. Oh yeah, this is it. The Buster Arm. Makes it fragile and prone to damage. Helter Skelter is another really good one for beating up bosses and breaking through their armor, especially when we have to go fight Gilgamesh. And Punchline's that. Ooh, I'll just go buy a Helter Skelter. Yes, I'm gonna go there and do that. Oh, that's right. God, I hate that it has to load every time. What I want to do is swap that with Gerbera, because Gerbera at the very beginning is like... Gerbera gives him a dodge that I can just press B with. Let's see, Punchline is for defense. Ragtime is for slowing things down and projectiles. I forget what Tomboy does. I think it's like some sort of a striking position thing. Yeah, it's the gun. I mean, if there was anything that I would like, it's to be able to just switch between these at any time. There are mods out there that actually change it so you can actually do that, but I don't sure as hell don't have them.
I need to catch up to these fast.
You know, just your regular old playthrough of Devil May Cry 5. Nothing too crazy here, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the level where they really love putting those particle effects in there, and it starts tanking my FPS. I'll turn off the lens flare. I don't need that. Because all this smoke is absolutely kicking the shit out of my computer. Especially at a time like this. Where is it? Cool. Alright.
Let's get airborne. What are demons doing in a city like this? easy for me, huh?
How many FPS is just falling through the floor? I need to change it again. Oh, where is it? I better put everything on medium. So typically this game runs extremely well, but obviously when you use this together it doesn't run so great.
Looks like I'm gonna make it there before you do, V. Trying to stop me. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I... Should've just hacked my way through. He doesn't seem like a demon to me. Wait, which way did I come from again?
I never thought about this area of the game in this way, because it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna get lost and all that sort of stuff. Because Nero says right there, it's like, oh, which way did I come from again? Maybe this whole area is supposed to be much larger, like you're traversing an entire hotel. But they didn't actually go through with the idea. I wish they did, because that would have made a nice, fun second level. You have exploration, multiple paths you could choose. I'm starting to realize now that I don't want to keep doing ground busters with Nero because they take forever to do. And I really don't like having to see the same animation of him shooting the Hellcania like 6 times in a row. That's really shitty. Do you think they do that on purpose though? To make you go like, oh, the player does not want to have to do anything with that. It's like, oh, it's a very high damage skill, but it leaves you like really vulnerable and also takes forever to do. Because I don't think it drops your combo. Or at least it takes longer, it takes more time to do it. How long was he in the hotel for that for? Well, no, like the previous mission took place at like 5:02 in the morning.
Really sick of this stupid tree.
So I guess it's sunrise. Man, in what place do they live that the sun rises at like 6 o'clock in like April? It doesn't even do that here.
Let's get airborne. Riding high.
Oh, these are really cool. I wonder if I can actually get the trick, because you can skip the first introductory fight against the butchers if you do this. Nope, I didn't get it. Because you can jump straight over that pit. You can do it on Brutals too. Antonia. Oh, that's a shame, because you can carry a ton of forward momentum with with Nero's air taunt. I didn't do it correctly, obviously.
Not gonna lie, this new arm is pretty sweet.
And yes, Rundrace, I'm back. Aina is now playable, and it's actually a really exciting situation for me. Because Aina is one of those characters who is, like, obviously, she uses guns. So it's a character that is, like, a much more funny character, much more, at least interesting conceptually than Yukikaze. It's a character that uses guns that's not Yukikaze. I can finally use all those weapons I got for her in a setting that's not going to be regarding that character. And I already saw, like, with the skill preview video that she has a recovery skill, which is fantastic. I love that so much. It's gonna be hard to beat Ryan, but man, anything is better than using that brown goblin ever again. I can use my what are they called? Greek fires on a character I like.
See a guy around here, about this big, uses a cane? I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
But it's good to be back. Because the last stream I did was like 2 weeks ago. Because last week I was doing other stuff. Because like for today and tomorrow I want to go try and do this game.
I mean, you're a big guy and all, but
Because, you know, we just got a nice fun playthrough of it.
anything else. Yeah, no offense.
I don't remember all the details of the game, but I'm trying to, you know, get through it as best as possible. Because I think a long time ago I did a Virgil run of this. That was a lot of fun. Mighty Goliath. Yeah, dumber than a sack of hammers. And Dante must die though. He's actually really cool. He's really fun because he's super fast at that point. Everywhere else he's super slow and not the best. But yes, more on Aina though. Aina is actually like a character that, well, she's been introduced since like very early stages of the game. But something I didn't realize, well, not really. Yeah, I didn't realize at least. I always thought she had her little plasma sword or like plasma knife that she uses. Because she uses that in her in-action time for the most part. And then and then I learned like in other titles such as like RPGX and Taba, she doesn't actually use them there. He's supposed to break the church, but I didn't do it. But he didn't do it, so now he looks dumb. Damn it, you're supposed to throw him through the wall, but I didn't do it. Now that I'm actually thinking about like how Ina's going to play, in the gameplay video they show her just like, you know, just spamming her guns everywhere. She's gonna be like, since she always uses those 2 laser pistols, though they have gunfire sound effects, she uses those 2 all the time. So it makes me think about how the fact that she's probably going to be like a close quarters range specialist, because every one of those attacks look like really close together. And I really hope those cooldowns that she has on those skills are really short, because she's because Ina herself is supposed to be this like really fast 2 guns type of character, and it doesn't really look like she's it doesn't really look like she's going to be able to skill spam all the time. Because the way Ina looks like she's going to work is, well, that really would fit to the sort of style that I would like her to have, is like, she's maximum speed, low damage skills. So she just like keeps spamming stuff all the time, and just floods the screen with bullets and damage.
I was catching up on some
Because she's
reading.
by herself, like she's way too strong of a character. Like, well, when they showed off in the gameplay video, she has this like spinning like rainstorm attack that just shoves a whole bunch of bullets in a close quarter situation. I think it's got the same range as like Yukikaze's basic attack.
He's not much more than Glyphod pollen.
Like it's an absolute murder machine.
What?
Glyphod.
Like Ina's gonna be absolutely fucking crazy. Like this is probably like the first time I'm actually really
Human blood.
pretty genuinely excited, because it's a character that I like
Sucks, well,
in a sort of battle system I
to say
enjoy,
They don't turn out too well.
which makes me think, you know,
In any case,
Astaroth was a very pleasant surprise in how she played. I actually really like the way Astaroth moves, because
Wait.
it's the ultimate lesson in patience and learning how to manage your damage,
Some
so you can keep using your basic attack and wait for her skills to come back. Because it looks like Ina is all about maximum aggression, and that's not an Action Titan is not really a game that really promotes maximum aggression,
No, I'm late. Shut it. The roads were all clogged. Hey, you must
because
be
your dodge is like you can dodge almost every you can dodge attacks, but you can't dodge every attack, which is really sad.
Woo-wee. I'm gonna make something amazing out of this.
Or at least the invincibility frames that they give you for some of that stuff is like,
do you have any
no
idea
wait,
where that's been?
because also in that same video they showed off how fast Ina's dodge is supposed to be. It's like 2 really fast dodges with minimal delay between them, which is like, that's huge. That's really huge on a ranged character, because they always give them that sort of flaw, so they don't have dodge spam, and they can just keep kiting the enemies. No, for Ina, it looks like she's generally going to have it by herself. She's going to actually generally have that, and it's fucking awesome. But now my question is, are they actually going to... I really hope Ina is a lot more interesting than...
I think we should
Oh my God,
split
what's her
into two
face?
groups.
And cover more
It's not
ground.
Mary. Mary's not in the game yet.
Good idea.
Oh my God, it's
Behold, my genius.
my genius.
Cash first.
Oh God, what's her
All the
name?
materials I collected for your little pet projects don't count for anything.
You see, that's how little of a splash the last character made for me. I have her. I have her at max level. I've cleared a ton of stuff with
You know
her.
that.
Or maybe
And I
don't
can't
let
even
the
remember
demons
her
smack you
name.
around so much.
Whatever.
We got Rin and Sora over there, like 2 characters one character people didn't want and ended up playing like fantastically. The other one is a character who everybody wanted, and she plays great. And I can't remember who comes after that next. That was it. That was Anne Rose, and then it was what's her
My
face?
grandmother was called the 45 caliber virtuoso, legendary gunsmith.
Legendary
I hope to be
gunsmith.
like her someday, an artist and a lethal artisan. Everything I create is art, whether it's a gun or a steel pot to cook herbs in. Any more questions? Huh? Little chickie.
I'll take my leave now. And if I don't see
Man,
you
I just
along
love
the
that
way,
about this game. They antagonize smokers so
I'll see you
much.
at the bottom of the Glyphod.
Like Nico just sits there and smokes in like every scene she's in, and everybody's disgusted with her.
I gotta shake the cobwebs out.
I'll let you know. Hey, you got any more questions? Better ask it now. I can't read minds. Ooh, well, yeah. But the state of affairs regarding Action Taimanen is it's a very,
Move out.
I don't know, would I call it a divisive point? I don't know if I could call it divisive. I would just call it it's in a state of lulling because they've wasted their investment with, what's it called? Taimagogo.
So much for two.
And now they have nothing to recuperate it with. Or at least they're probably going to end up repurposing it for something else. Instead of splitting the difference and making like no events and having things to do. Oh, the pyro bath. I hate these assholes so much. Oh, I hate these things so much, especially the hell pyro bats because no, I think it's they're not called hell pyro bats. They're what are they called?
Think I'll handle
They're
the
like the
closer
super
one
big pyro
first.
bats, and they have like so
Gotta
much
start
health.
somewhere.
But if you use your gun on them when their fire sacks bulging out, you can use them as a grenade. I like that a lot, except I hate fighting them because they always come in like they're the perfect enemy for like making sure you don't notice them that they're there. Oh my god, I didn't expect that to hit him. Oh, he's still alive. But in terms of state of affairs for Action Taimanen, it's not the best one. I always see it as like, you know, when I was leveling that sort of stuff, even then I could feel like it doesn't really reward you for your sort of time that you put into it.
Take this fucking thing down.
Because obviously, like, when you get so strong, when your player base gets so strong, everybody can, everybody's able to do something about, like, what comes next. And they'll be able to clear everything within a week. That's an obvious trait for these type of games. You want new players, but you have to cater to your people who have been playing a long time because they're most likely going to invest in you. And when you don't have anything to do for the most part, that's like, oh great. What am I supposed to do? I go in there, I log in the game, and that's it. And people just stop caring and going on to something else. It's not even like a lack of like, oh, it's a lack of complexity. It's a lack of things. It's like, there's just nothing to do right now. Like, how many repeat events do we have already?
Now the roof's
like we spent last year with every other event being a repeat of some sort. While a repeat is nice for those who have missed it, and it's very good, and honestly, I would honestly just like for them to make new ones. And I remember I was reading some sort of like Twitter post about what is it? Whenever something that would come up about like with the Action Time and channel or the account posts about something, it's like yeah, when Aina got released, not released, but when Aina got announced a few days ago, everyone's like, oh my god, it's Aina, woohoo, yeah, Aina. And it's like, then we got one guy over there who's just like, isn't it fantastic when everybody, whenever the company posts about something else, they conveniently forget about what the company did in the past. It's like, I don't think the people who actually sit there and play the game as much as at least I do, forget about what they did. Because I know I covered it. And it's like the most... like, because it makes me think about that. Like... what is it? Because everybody... no, I don't think... if you were everybody who played it during the time when, like, Anrose came out, they're not going to forget it. It's the first and only example of them doing that sort of stuff, but they have no reason to not do it again either. They really burned all their goodwill down with that. So I imagine a good portion of the player base has not come back, obviously. But whenever I check like comments for my videos and stuff like that, I always end up seeing like, you know, there are people who still play the game. It's like it's not like it's not making money or anything like that. Because even for younger players, it's just like there is a lot of stuff actually to do. Because there's still a lot of resource acclimation tasks they have to complete in order to actually start thinking about something like meta problems. Did he hit it? And actually having to think about those sort of problems is like, that's what people who have a lot of time on their hands end up doing. Because like, I try not to think about that sort of stuff because it just makes it like, it makes you have a greater disdain for a product you once liked. More or less, people who take that shit way too seriously. Because like I know every one of those gacha style games has like those people on their accounts who remember like, oh, X and Y happened, and we're going to make sure that the player base never forgets about that to increase our rewards and get higher benefit out of it. Like they hold it over their, like they lord it over their head like it's some sort of like, you know, blackmailing situation. Because I know Grand Blue Fantasy had that sort of thing, which created the Spark system that like every gacha uses it nowadays, or at least at some point. Like after you get an X amount of rolls, you get your you have a guaranteed item back. You're getting a guaranteed item out of whatever it was you were rolling for in the first place. Grand Blue learns their lesson. And they try to, you know, give as many freebies as possible to the players. It doesn't feel like it's substantial freebies. It's like... no, it feels like it's substantial, obviously, because they give stuff like gold bricks out. They give out, you know, chocolate bars, rewards, skins, you name it. Whenever something like gets reached, it feels like that. It feels good. They have... the Grand Blue team has really, really good... well, they obviously have really good player retention because they've got their... they have people coming, and they also have people coming and going. But the ones that stay for a very long time. The game is like almost 9 years old at this point, and it's really high grossing and still holds a very solid place in the world. But for the most part, it's just like action time, and it does not feel like it has that sort of what is it? Customer report. In fact, it almost feels like they have a animosity towards it. I forget how that word is said, but it's like they don't really do anything that makes it feel like, you know, they appreciate your time or your money.
You want me to follow you? No way, Ashley. You bring that shit to me.
There we go. Oh my goodness, it took forever. There we go. I always hate fighting Sin and Death Scissors. I hated fighting them in 1, and I don't like fighting them in 5. Because they do that same thing. It's the same thing as Phantoms from 4. Because fighting them so much isn't so much about isn't so much about patience. Well, it is about patience. It's like,
Without strength, you can't protect anything.
because I know there's a challenge in 4 where it's if you sit there and wait the entire time for their the red part to be exposed, because if you shoot them in the red part and they take any kind of damage, they die instantly on any difficulty, which is the preferred way to play. But if you try to fight them normally, it's almost to no avail because they block like everything until their scissors are completely broken. But yes, Artemis, my good friend, one of my favorite fights in the whole game. Because it's the weapon Artemis from Devil May Cry 3, but now we actually get to fight the actual wielder of it.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh? This demon. Something different about it.
talking about, Timeverse? That's the Artemis. That's what Artemis looks like. It's very durable. Oh my god, it's Lady. She came out. Oh my god, she's covered in grease.
Dante's friend.
It's Lady.
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
What?
Can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man.
Nico, you're so mean. What do you do that for?
I'm joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I would do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
Kitty would kill me right now.
What are you talking about? That's Artemis. That's what it is. Curse word. It's like, okay, thanks, buddy. He's playing as Super V. Oh no, it's this mission. Oh damn it. What are you? A flip phone? I don't know what you're talking about. Because the next boss, I think, is Gilgamesh.
One can only hope.
And I don't think there's any changes that can be made to him.
But for now,
Well, I know there is a change. It's called not playing that fight because it's super shitty. It's boring. Well, I mean, they discussed that fight. They showed off that enemy in the Devil May Cry 4 art book, and it was a thing where you're supposed to fight. However, we're fucking Super V. I forgot I unlocked all that stuff for him. I gotta go to the bathroom. There we go. Well, EX Super V. No, that's part of the mod. Oh no, we gotta go back to the main menu because it only has it on regular V. Damn it. Yeah, the jacket I got for V is fantastic because it fits him so perfectly. Like, he is the exact kind of person who wears that sort of thing. We need Super V in the original color. Because I fucking hate these missions so much. But yes, we're playing a heavily modded version of this game. I really like some of the mods that they had out there. Like, we had Nico, and we have let's see, we have Vermilia Scarlet Dante. We have a couple more surprises that come out there. There's a couple more surprises later on, but the ones we see right now are pretty great.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence.
Oh my god, I love his book.
So it is written.
So it is written. Yes, Nico Ni. I think his name is like Kanazawa Nico from Love Live. There was a mod pack that I could have downloaded that had a it changes the RV to have it's the Love Live bus. Now this mod is so awesome because it actually lets me cancel out of checkmate, and it takes so goddamn long to do. I'm actually so used to playing this level as a Virgil that I keep wanting to do like this back and forth motion to go into Judgment Cut every time, but you can't do that as V. So you have to actually sit there and play the game like you're supposed to. Oh god, come on. Whenever I have one of these levels, I just want to get it over with as fast as possible. Like I'll use super form, I'll do everything. I don't ever want to touch this shit again. He's a Puppet Master character, but he feels like he was made for people with like severe brain damage. Like pets are nice. I would really not like to have to deal with that again.
Descend it is.
This mod is incredible. It actually makes him do real damage. Heads actually turn into something worthwhile for the most part. Hold on, I want to see who's exactly on the jacket. See, we got Paimon over there. We have oh my goodness, there she is. There's Asagi right there on his left shoulder. Look at that. Look at that. It's like we never left. And his forehead over there. I just think that's great right there. We actually have Asagi right there on the shoulder. Yeah, it's right there on his shoulder. It's awesome. What a cultured skin. I like that.
This bridge looks unstable. Here. Not allow him to gain any more power.
Oh yeah, that's right. what is it? The other day. Oops. I didn't mean to turn that on indoors because it doesn't really work out when it's inside like this. Oh, that's right. He went to where all the enemies were. There you go, now we got the shortcut. Wow, I did not know he did that. That's really cool. Because I mean, there were some interactions you could have with Behemoth. Oh, I really enjoyed this, but it's like I didn't think he could bust through the wall like the fucking Hulk. Punch him. That's right, I got sidetracked on my story because I wanted to take the shortcut. But it took me long enough, but I finally got myself my own Asagi pillow. That thing's great. I love it. Hanging up on there at the wall next to the others. Do you guys know any of that sort of stuff? Is it like, do you guys that love merchandise that make you go, this is where it's at? Because honestly, it's like I have a couple of those, but it's like it's always so expensive to order it. Nuts. Fantastic. I love it.
I envy your optimism.
God, What's the one where he makes him read the book?
To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm.
That's it. You use the book to gain more DT gauge. I love it. I love the book.
Needhog. I never liked this guy. Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite. Uh-oh. I think he heard me. And he's angry!
I wish they were able to actually get Gilbert Godfrey for the parrot, because they're obviously trying to do something like the same thing with Iago from Aladdin, and I wish they did, because like
To the contemptible.
but they obviously used an sort of impersonator guy for him. I admire the effort, but it's like, you know, it feels not enough, you know. Your bird and your cat?
The cutworm begins the plow. What do you say?
My Chemical Romance looking ass over here. Looking like Gerard Way on a bad day.
Okay, alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then.
That's a little bit more than I can take on right now. Yeah, I'll actually no. Crapped all over them there, dude. Oh no. Good. The mission, at least the mission's over. The Devil's Sword Sparta. Now I think this is a lore mission. We don't get the Steel Impact is like mission 7.
We're alive. We've made it. It's our lucky day, V. Let's go find a game of cards.
These Glyphod roots, they're everywhere.
Well, we are underground.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
Oh, that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of Joe Pesci. He's like a combination of Joe Pesci and Gilbert Gottfried, which is like you can't get an impersonator for either one of them, so it's like let's meet him halfway, and it sounds awkward as hell. I love Shoot the Works so much. It's like the best battle theme of like the entire series. And the best part is like Devil May Cry 2 has like some of the best music in the whole series. Yet it's such an awful game. Like I remember I was getting some practice in for it because I wanted to try streaming it at some point, but it's so fucking terrible. I hate it. Like, it looks like it was supposed to be like a repurposed Tomb Raider game. It was supposed to be a Tomb Raider game that never was, and it plays like it. It's obviously unfinished, and it's so terrible. They couldn't have just like scrapped development, did something else with it. Anything really to make it stop being such an awful piece of shit. You know, people hang art on their walls, but I think I got art on my walls as well. I like, what is that, 7 of those hanging up there already. I'm honestly not sure what fighting the tentacles here does. And well, hitting them makes them stop, but you're supposed to like destroying the orb on the tentacle makes them stop. But it doesn't really do all that much.
This ship is awfully big.
I wish someone said at some point when this game came out, you can give AI control to your pets, and I don't know how to do that. I wish I did, because that actually would probably make playing V a lot more enjoyable. Because having to manage your shoot and then at the same time also your also the Panther as well is very, very annoying. We got the Impusa Queen, absolute bitch over here. now it's time for an ass whooping there, Vermin Empress. Ugh. He's a nasty fella. Wow, I did not expect that. The uppercut from that actually is able to stun her right out of the move too, which is awesome, which is great. This goes to show how little I use this character, because I'm discovering things that people usually know for the first, like, people usually know who play this, like, sat down and actually learned what this character does, like me for the first time. Like, he's not doing anything substantially crazy or anything like that. He's just like, wow, he's using basic moves that you should know if you actually learn the principles of the game. I mean, I'm using EX mode V. I'm not going to learn this asshole.
Enjoy the taste of this.
Yeah, baby, shake that bubble butt. There you go. Rip you a new one. Rip her a new one, that's for sure. Go get him. Go get him. Hurry. Nice. Perfect. I bet there are people out there who are like really, really good with V and know how to actually like just juggle people using like all of his techniques. Like I have no idea how they're able to do that sort of stuff. Because obviously they put in the practice, but like how do you like this? How do you like this guy at all? There we go. We got Elder Knight Garia now. I didn't change anything with him because there weren't anything for that.
Malthus.
Oh, ugh, Malthus. Big old aborted fetus.
Never seen it before. Not in the underworld anyway. Search for the Devil's Sword, Sparta. You know where it is. He told me to leave it be.
but I'm afraid it still concerns me. As long as there is a blood descendant of Sparta, I cannot take any chances.
Got it. He looks like Finn Wolfhard. He looks like the guy from Stranger Things.
And destroy it! Only then will his reign be truly realized.
I've been trying to place that V's face for the longest time. But then I saw a thing, like I was talking to a friend of mine, we were talking about Stranger Things. And I was trying to remember the name of the character I was thinking of, but it's V. And it looks like Finn Wolfhard. I would imagine like that's probably like, they got a lookalike for his model when they did the 3D scanning. But Elder Garian Knight, he's really easy.
I know what you are.
He's not much, Cavalier, Cavalier, what's his face? He's a lot harder. This guy is a joke. At least the horse is. It's just like the one where we like with the time horse from 3. That's quite a horse. Oh my god, he just punched the fucking hell out of him. Oh, that's right. If you play, like, whenever I play this mission as Virgil, it's over in like 30 seconds. Because if you never, like, that's the thing with the when you fight Garion in 3 and you fight him in this, you never let them move. Because that's the biggest problem you'll have when you fight it. Because he just sits there and just like spams attacks all day and night. Now let's turn this horse into glue.
Measured by the clock, but of wisdom, no clock can measure. Die.
I'll send you to a place in time where no clock can measure.
I must chase him.
Die.
If the devil swords
It is so perfectly corny.
It may very well be our only hope.
Think about this for a minute now. What will you do?
What will you do when you find it?
You gotta be strong in mind and body to wield the Sparta, and you, sir, are not. Hate to break it to you, but the Sparta will just be too much for you.
For me, yes. But what
What
if
the
the
boy?
Nero.
Look at this guy. He looks like a Hot Topic explosion.
Once we are near
Like a
the Sparta,
microwaved a tomato cover in a
should be
Hago
able to
pictures.
sense its presence.
He's got the brooding attitude of a sad boy and the fashion sense of a brain-dead idiot. Talk about horsepower. Oh yes, there it is, Steel Impact. I thought it was Mission 7, but now we get to go back and play as Nero. And I think these are the only, well, there are like 3 levels you can choose to play as someone else. But I mean, everybody just plays as Neo or Dante because nobody wants to fucking use V. Those who
Well,
do use V are like absolute fucking masters at them.
Smoking body, though. Not that I was barely even noticed. You know, you should go do your thing. I got this.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't really like about Nico is like, you know, she's a girl, but one of the boys. You know what I mean, fellas, right? She's cool and hip and with it, and she's a total fucking memer.
Yeah.
I really don't like her, and she looks really gross. Like she's a, like if you go up and talk to Nico or something, she looks like she'd be really dirty. Not the kind of character that I really enjoy. More or less, she's actually like my least favorite thing about this game. Actually, having the Nico Kanekawa model for her in this game actually makes her tolerable, because I don't gotta look at Nico's disgusting trailer trash design. Because I live in an area that has, you know, people like that, and I really don't want to see that in my game. I guess Japan thought like, hey, that's a really fun idea. Let's use that. How about no, Japan? How about we learn our lesson and not do that? Really?
Hammer that soft spot up there.
I got about an eighth of his health. No, I got about like 20, 80 and 10% of its health off. Oh no, oh no! They're shooting the poopy missiles at me. This is not a fun fight. I really hate it. What's out there, Mashin? What's out there, Bello D? Yes, we are playing Devil May Cry 5. Playing with good old-fashioned, really fun mods out here. Oh god. Come on. I'm only halfway of his health. I remember I once looked up a speedrun for this game to find out, like, are there any faster ways to defeat this thing? There are, but it's like they require skills that I don't exactly understand yet, so, it's kind of annoying. But all that matters is, like, I keep staying on top of this thing right now, and I don't do it, and I fuck up and don't do it anymore. I wonder if there's actually anything that happens if I take too long on this. Oh my god, he fell down. He fell down. He fell down, everybody. Oh my god, I didn't even know there was a part 2 to this.
What are you doing down there?
You didn't think you did that all by yourself, did ya?
You know, I bet you taste like chicken.
What is this?
Oh, you ungrateful son.
I'll leave this piece to you.
I've never taken this long on the mission to where I actually see V's cutscene right here.
Well, guess it's just just you and me, cockroach.
There it is. There's Buster Rhymes. This is what I wanted. Oh my god. Yes, it's Genos. They're playing a heavily modified version of the game. And Genos is like the one character I could think that actually fits the situation for Nero. When I saw there was like a Genos mod for this, I'm like, yeah, this is what we're going with. Because I have another couple of fun mods in there, in here at least. The only mod we have for DMC5 is the Mochi Toyo. Oh, I don't think so, because I have a special showcase for later. Well, we've seen Virgil already, but the replacement I have for Virgil is really fun. Because I don't like Yukikaze. So you know what I got for so you know what I got the replacement for oh my god, for Virgil is Yukikaze. And it's pretty fucking awesome. Oh, you can't hurt it this way. I think everybody would want Rinko for the Virgil replacement because it's the only one that makes sense. Because like Yukikaze as Virgil is like, it's fun, but it's also it's not exactly the most correct thing. Oh, there's a pink sticker. Who's that? Why do I gotta do all the heavy lifting? This really makes me wish I was playing as Virgil, because all you have to do is just use judgment cutting every single time, and you'll get up this in no time. Like, I only needed a few more hits. This is some fucking shitty fight.
This thing's a root too.
What's going on?
Yo, ladies away. Got any questions for her? Better make it fast.
All right.
Hey, wait. We could use that. Pick it up. Not that one. The other one.
This one?
Next to it.
Come on, Nico. This one?
Sure.
But it has been a while since you've been here, Masher. I don't know. I know you made it to like the last one I did, but it was it took a while. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. Scrap Demon Metal Jackpot. That's right. We have Nico. It's a better looking model than the one that we have on in the game itself. I didn't do very much to Lady or Trish because they don't have a lot of mods themselves. Because all I did was I gave Lady the
So what happened?
Kane, not Kane,
Trish.
but it's like a.
They end up like you?
It's like the Nier outfit from one of the games on the PS3. And it gives her white hair.
I remember that.
Trish's I found like it's the most fun one.
Damn it.
But we don't see Trish for like
You
4
can't
more
travel
missions.
through here in a car.
Yeah.
But I think the piece de resistance is what I turned Virgil into,
Hang on.
and V's a Hago jacket. See, it's Taimanin related too because he's got Asagi on like his left shoulder.
You too, I guess.
It's great.
I found these. If they're of any use to you.
Because what's that video called? It's
I can make something truly awesome.
Devil
from
May
these.
Cry 5 ruined by mods.
Shocker. Can we trust
It's a
him?
similar situation to this, but I think the guy does like way more detail and gets like a whole shitload of other stuff changed up. Like he makes the inside of the RV look like a fucking disgusting place.
Yo, lady, wake up! It's time to get to work. I was just told to get.
I need to get some rest.
You were just told to get some rest? Well, we need to make a path. So start digging. Come on, get up, get up, get up! Got something to wear that's good for digging?
Oh, that's right. You took your finals over there, Masher. Did you pass? Did you do good in your class? Did you win? Are you winning, son? That's it. These are riots and the other ones are assaults. That's what I'm trying to remember. No, assaults are from 1. And they don't come back. But yes, we have white-haired lady because she's created from this mod that has like what is it? It's supposed to be a costume mod for a Nier character, but it was imported to a lady, and it's actually like it looks really good on her. Like we'll see it later on when lady actually puts clothes on. It's like it's a really great look. Gotcha. There's the button. There we go.
You can follow if you want.
But I'm going on ahead. But you'll find out this Monday what you got. Well, I hope it's something good. I hope you passed. I'm sure you're gonna do fine. Schools don't make their money by failing people, you know, so you can only go up from there. You're not so much updated that much on AT. Well, they got some stuff coming out. Obviously, Aina, the big character everybody's talking about. She's obviously something to keep an excited mind for, because she's pretty cool. Looks really, she's gonna be really fun to play as well. I know I'll probably make something about her for sure. But Mochi Nagi, that's what her name is. She released at a time where I was not wanting to do anything with that regarding anything regarding like AT or making videos at that point, like at the end of the year. And even then, Nagi is just like, she's good, but she's like, she's just flat out good. Yes! Oh my god. Holy shit, I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't think that would turn out so well. That's just the power of Nero's grab in general. You just keep tapping the button around random enemies and this shit happens. That's how I usually end up making my discoveries in Devil May Cry 4. Is like you just keep pressing attack buttons with like the grab button with Nero, and something is bound to happen. Yeah, Ina's gonna be just like a Dante's gunslinger gameplay for the most part, which is fantastic. Like every time that I saw the footage for that, it's like she's gonna be an interesting character. She's gonna be somewhat interesting, at least in the beginning, because it would be a situation like Sora, because Sora could be effectively anything, but she like, you know, bows are traditionally slow class to play until you actually get stats behind them. So for the fact that she has the ability to break up her own combo and finish it whenever she wants, and is like the master of ranged penetration and suppression, is like fantastic. I think Ina's gonna be the complement to that, where she's short range, but she's like up close and personal with range damage, which is like more power to them. I want a character that's like I like those foil type of characters. Because those are always really fun. See, I wanted to get to mission 10 today. Well, at least 10 or 11, because that's when we finally get to play as Dante. And let me tell you, I've been practicing my Royal Guard, and it's gonna fucking rock, I'm gonna tell you that much. Like for the last 2 days, I've exclusively been practicing how to use Royal Guard correctly, so I can use so I can actually just kill Virgil exclusively with the what's it called, with Royal Guard, with Royal Release charges, that is. The short range marksman would be pretty good. Yeah, that's what I figure Ina's going to be like. I just really hope she has low cooldown skills. Oh yes, I love it when Dante says, "It's Royal Guard time," and then Royal Guards everybody. Yeah, he Royal Guards all the ladies, and then Royal releases all over them. Not just any release either, it's a just release. So he comes real hard. Oh yeah, baby. That's how it's done. Do you more or less into VTubers for the most part? Oh yeah, that's right, Bella D, you got your own VTuber avatar thing. Oh, I picked up Sweet Surrender. I forget what this does. Oh, it heals me? Oh, it's a healing over time effect. I hit back, damn it. I wanted to go up. I keep forgetting to do the air version of this, because the ground version leaves you so incredibly vulnerable, but I think it's actually worth a lot. Well, I appreciate what you got there, Cabernet. I'm not doing the best, but I'm certainly not the worst. We're making it through. We haven't died yet, at least. Oh my god, all the frames are falling apart. Hey, there's PNG tubers out there, Melody. You know, everybody gets their start somewhere. Oh god, I should have DT'd out of that. God, that has so many active frames. Jesus. I completely whiffed the attack and it still hit him. Why not be a PNG? Well, everybody loves those VTuber animated, those Live2D VTubers, because it's like, you know, they can see their faces emote and everything. And you're just a PNG that doesn't move. Well, you can obviously make it glow when you talk. That's actually like really, that's a really big thing for people actually. Just letting people know like you're talking at the same time as your picture is. Ugh, I want to stay out of this. Those cauliflower guys are annoying. Your first Dante Must Die playthrough, you want to avoid release V off a cliff. I don't think there's anybody who says like, hey, I would like to play V again. That sounds like a great idea. That was really fun the last time, I'd like to do it again. Like every time I play, like I have to use V, I just use Super V. Because there's like, I don't want to learn him. He's like the antithesis of like how the game is supposed to be played, which is up in your face, maximum aggression. And you don't do that with him. You just fuck around for the most part while your minions do everything. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, I get a max. That happens so much. I get a max act and then I whiff the whole thing. Because I'm not very good with Nero. Just like Bayonetta. If you don't go back and kill all the enemies, you get a really low rank because of it. I think I actually have like a B on this mission because I don't kill people. Oh man. Oh, it's this mission. Okay, this is gonna be fucking awesome. This is like the one mod I was looking for like the longest time, and then I found it. And by God, it's like it's like the crown jewel of my favorite mods for this game. It's not like, oh man, lady's looking good, she's looking real hot. Oh, Trish, looking pretty as always. Dante as like a fucking weird ass character, or Nico as Nico? No. Not that. Not that. This right here, this is what I was after the whole time. Someone told me about it a long time ago, and I wanted to get in the game. Because it's this mission where we see him. Oh my God.
Band back together, huh?
What evil lurks? I must destroy.
I thought that was the plan all along.
There is an imposter among us, everybody. We've got to suss him out. I'm tired of seeing it. I love this mod so much because like the crewmates are so stiff. Like every time that you use the Buster on them, it's like it's hilarious. He's leading his men in the charge. I love it. He just suplexes like the crewmates and they're so stiff. And they just fall over. I cannot get enough of it. Like, all they have is their hands. That's one flush. V, you gotta step the game up, bro. Oh my god, I love the sussy, I love this little sussy mod so much. They look so stupid, but it's so perfect. That's how it always goes when I use Max Act. I get the Max Act and then I whiff it the very next hit. Wow. It's right into him. Like, this was like the first mod I ever got for the game, and I love it so much. Oh, yes! Kill him with a suplex. That's what I wanted to do. Because they're so fucking stiff. I love those little crewmates so much.
Took us long enough to get here.
Looks like the red was the imposter, and he has been ejected.
Tired already?
I just remembered something. This town was attacked. Once before.
Said so.
I was here. I can still see it. In fact, I was playing right here.
Oh my god, V, come on. They don't even know where you're at right now. You're just making shit up.
This is where we part ways. You go ahead.
You're gonna miss all the fun.
No. I must seek out the Devil's Sword Sparda.
What? Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea. Trust me.
You're not the only one who thinks so. But to win this fight,
I'm not gonna lie, the Genos mod for this game actually makes him look really good. It's like, it's better than the Nero model we have in the game.
Not the only one.
I wish like Genos' face could move when Nero talks, but like it's cool regardless. Like beforehand I actually had a Rosaria mod for Dante. That one was pretty cool, but I much rather like the one that I got for Emilia Scarlet. Let's see, this is mission 8, so...
Guess there's no point thinking about it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have another Urizen battle soon. And it's another one where you gotta lose again.
Perfect timing. Now we're starting to act like a team.
Ew. You like flirting with me? Knock it off. Get in the car. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this is the level where we have to fight Arisen again. No, that's either mission 9 or something else, because 10 is, I think it's 10 at least. That's when we first get introduced to Dante playing.
Turn it back now. Not that that was ever an option. Yeah. Time for some payback.
I never thought I'd see myself saying, I wish we had the level system from Devil May Cry 4 back.
I'll drag you all the way
Because it was 10 levels of Nero. It was exactly 10 levels of Nero and 10 levels of Dante to a point, and you played in every single situation and scenario before that. And you have to, there's 3 V levels at the beginning of the game, and I would love to play as them as like Dante or Nero, and I can't do it. If you gotta head out there, Masher, that's fine. I think we'll play some more of this game tomorrow when I get home. Nico has mouth movement, but Genos doesn't. Yeah, I think that's just like up to the mod creator that did this. Because some of these do have mouth movement, because the Rosario one I did had, and then the, what's it called? The Rosario one did, but the Remilia Scarlet one doesn't.
Never stood a chance.
I guess it's really determined if they're gonna have mouth movement on the, like the modder skill. Because some of these guys have actually mouth movement, or they could actually like the. Well, I wonder if like if mouth movement more or less is determined by the model itself. If the model like they were able to import into the game, like the head at least has a movable mouth, they would probably be able to make it talk. But if it's something like, you know, another game like, oh, Genos can't talk, I wonder if it's due to like the fact like maybe when Genos talks in game, it's a different kind of head and they weren't able to export it. Because when I installed my Rosaria mod, it had when I installed the Rosaria mod, it had the body mod and also the head mod, which allows it to talk, or at least talk enough. Whoopsie. All right. It doesn't do it.
Let's get airborne. Riding high.
So you're the secret ingredient? Yes, I'm the Krabby Patty secret formulator.
All right. Going down is the only way, huh? Let's get airborne. Riding high.
Oh, we're skipping triggers.
Let's get airborne.
Oh, we can't skip that one. Damn it. But now we got the Mega Buster. It's actually one of my favorite devil arms to use because it just gives him a second gun. These are also like my least favorite levels of the game. Well, not because like they introduced Baphomet. It's because they start going to like, they're in the tower now, and the tower is like such a disgusting and awful looking place. You don't look over a day over 12,000. What did you say? Fuck you! You know, I actually ended up playing that game on this, I think over the summer, and that actually wasn't that bad. I actually quite liked the game a lot. That was a lot more fun than people made it out to be. That game is actually like, it's competent. What is it? Competently incompetent is what I would like to call it, because it's like the DMC remake sucks on like a story level. That Dante in there is the most dumbass person I've ever met, but the gameplay in there is like rock solid. Like ideas from that game were kept and they actually put it into this game, a lot of the stuff. Style rank announcer, everything like that. Style rank announcer, doppelganger. Like, it was still a Capcom title. It's not like exactly they lost the license, like a Guilty Gear situation. They just... 4 did so poorly, they wanted to make it, they wanted to have a reboot. Tyrannosaurus. Dude, Virgil was like the worst fucking part of that game ever. But when you see the writing for like, the Devil May Cry remake, like every time that you see something about it, it makes you really appreciate just how much care they put into for making sure that Dante, Nero, and Virgil don't fall into the same fucking traps of as what is it? They don't make them too edgy and they don't make them too stupid. They toe that line really hard. Turned it into a Bleach rip-off. If they did turn it into a Bleach rip-off, they'd have fucking Yoruichi and like Rengiku. What is it? Yoruichi, Rengiku, and Orihime's massive tits in there, and they don't have that. They just have a piece of shit game that they had to deal with. Dude, I can't buzz to that. Fucking terrible. Oh, poopy, I got frozen. Dude, that is a phrase I would never expect to hear you say. The forced memes were lit. It's like, really? Whenever has a forced meme ever been lit? That's just like, that's an oxymoron right there. What was the one everybody kept saying? It was not in a million sales. That's it. When that mop falls on his head, it's like, oh, dude, haha. It's like, oh man, not in a million sales. No one's gonna buy this shit, dude. Then they actually, like, they re-released the game for fucking PS4 and the Xbox One, and it actually turns out to be decent. I mean, I'm glad they went and rectified their mistake a little. like a No Man's Sky situation. But it still sucks. That story still sucks.
Good. Finally made it.
And it does exactly what I wanted to do in this game, which is have more city levels, no, like more varied locations, rather than just the city, and then we're going into the disgusting asshole tower. We're going to the Bad Dragon Tower. That's it. That's what I'm gonna call this thing now. The Bad Dragon Tower, not the fucking tree, just the Bad Dragon Dildo Tower, because that's what it looks like. Come here. Come here. Doesn't that game use? Doesn't that thing like use Games for Windows Live when it came out? I think it did, because it feels like it would be one of those titles like Capcom would try to cash into at that time. Because my copy of Dead Rising 2 for PC had Games for Windows Live.
Think it's good to be king, huh?
Like I have achievements from when that game came out from my PC version. Insane.
Hey, douchebag.
Give
It's
me.
me. Where's Dante? No body? Dried up Dante jerky? Nothing?
You've come here to die.
He talks. Your reason, huh? I bet your parents didn't like you much. Cause your name sucks.
Your name sucks.
I am without a name. I am power. Absolute.
Well, no name. I'll be sure to put that on your tombstone.
Oh my god, was that a plug for Tombstone Pizza?
Will suffer.
Hey gamers, you feeling hungry out there? You feel like you need a little snack in between your Call of Duty breaks? You feeling so cracked you need to crack open a cold one? Well, why don't you enjoy yourself with the Tombstone Pizza? They have all your favorite flavors and everything in between. Try one today. Type in Cornsfield 1 for a free 10% off coupon for your next purchase of Tombstone Pizza. Oh yeah. Tombstone. You're looking. I'll have a there happen. Are there any people who actually are sponsored by Tombstone? I feel like that's something like you see for like the X Games or whatever. Yeah, we'll get a sponsor for that. It's like, oh, dude, we got Skrillex in the background, we got scary monsters and nice sprites. We'll have that back there when we're doing our little ad spot. I gotta grab my headphones and give like the biggest like open mouth expression, like yo, bro. That I have myself in the kitchen, like eating one of those pizzas. Like, dude, I gotta make my Tombstone, bro. I'm a DiGiorno man. As a matter of fact, I don't even fucking eat your pizza. They just pay me.
It's something.
Weak mortal. Demon power does not course through your veins, yet you try. How dare you strike me?
I mean, you're sitting there in your chair protected by a gross-ass floating kidney stone. You don't even try to defend yourself, you let yourself get hit. Dare I say the power went to his head and he fucked up.
Being born useless and human. I will show you your worst nightmares. I will give you despair and death.
Alright there, Chef Boyardee. I guess we gotta take your ass out now. Well, that's a lot later than when you can play it as Dante's. Why does it pull you down? Can't punch the meteors back? It seems like a really sad situation right there. I would love to be able to do that. And it's just like there was projectiles in... Oh, okay. At least it's over. I mean, that's actually what's supposed to happen in the first place. Because this is, I'm pretty sure when this... If you win here, it's another game over. Oh my god, it's Familia Scarlet.
What creature stands against a king?
Is that
Oh yeah, I did absolutely awful on that level. I mean, I knew it was going to be really bad because I got one bullet to come out of the glass. I think that's been a staple since like Devil May Cry 3 or something, is when you'll know how your style ranking is going to be because you see like a shitload of bullets come out of the screen. And I absolutely fucking hate doing well sometimes, even in Devil May Cry 3, because they shoot like a whole fucking magazine of bullets at you. And it's so loud, you can't turn it down either.
I could have. I got some good news and some bad news. Pick your poison. Which you want to hear first?
He just tried to steal a pizza from Dante.
Just speak.
Bad news it is.
Dude, what are you doing?
Lady Patty's feathers are all ruffled. See, she wants to invite you to her birthday party, but your phone is disconnected.
You're a smart one, Morrison. You noticed the electric and water out too?
I expected nothing less.
So what's the good news?
Oh, I got a gig. Cash up front.
Cash up front. This I like. The water needs turning on and those toilets need flushing.
Water, gas, and power. Coming out of your cut. You're a real agency now.
Devil May Cry.
Dante, do you have any idea how many times I've tried to call? Like a zillion. Oh my god, tonight's my birthday party. Yeah, I'm turning 18. Not a little kid.
Okay, Morrison. I'll take you up on that gig. But only if you can get me out of that hellish birthday party.
Consider your RSVP declined. Meet your new client. Listen, I'm gonna find a lady and Trish. Bring him in on this.
Every time V comes on screen, it's a fucking laugh riot. Because he just goes up there, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. I got my Ahego coat. I'm looking pretty cool. I'm a dark, brooding, sinister man. I cause more problems than solution, but that's okay. That's just me in action.
So, what's your name?
I have no name. I am but 2 days old. Just kidding. You can call me V.
Okay, V. Why don't you tell me everything about this job?
A powerful demon is about to resurrect, and we need your help, Dante.
Now that's a familiar tune. Do you have any idea how many times I've heard that exact same line?
This is special.
Special? Okay. So what's so special about this one?
This demon is your reason. Your reason for fighting.
This demon got a name?
Oh wow, that's actually like if you have a lip, that's a lip reading moment right there, because what he says is Virgil. But in another language, if you don't understand like how they speak the words, oh my god, that's another fucking V mission. Damn it! But if you don't understand how they speak the words, you won't know how the letters V-E-R are formed. So if you know that already, it's spoiled. The game is spoiled right then and there. But if you don't, it's like the surprise is still kept. I mean, this shit ain't hard to figure out either. It's like, who else is Dante gonna fight? Sparta? Gonna fight his brother? Is he gonna fight his dad, his mom? No. It's Virgil.
Did you find it?
Did you find it?
I don't know what I found, but
Some demons,
I think I saw some demons dancing.
Well, then I guess we keep going. The Devil's Sword Sparta is nearby.
Oh, that's right. They're not called. These are the behemoths. God, this is a way better battlefield than anybody else's. It's so good. Oh my god. Couldn't finish the animation because he got stuck. What am I thinking? I have the mod that like changes it so you can get out of checkmate. Is this the one we need to go around? Yes, it is. Oh yes, it's the sussy buddies again. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't know that. I thought I just only spawned one. Now I'm actually wondering just how much of a difference does it make, like, if I actually go right up next to the enemies when they're attacking, does that make the AI more aggressive, or does that make that, well, no, they will follow me wherever I go. That's what the secret mission is. I don't want that. I want to get this shit done as fast as possible. I don't want to play these guys. I don't want to play this guy anymore.
Awfully quiet, Pete. Thinking about mommy, dearest?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But the past is a bitter place for me.
This puppet mastery bullshit, I've had enough of that. Oh, shit. Damn it. God, you just barely touch one of those. You barely touch one of those things and it's fucking over. That is not what I wanted to do. That quick play breaks items for you in the first place. Well, welcome back to Caber Knight. We're playing another V level. I'm trying to get this level over with as quickly as possible. Because I think, well, this is mission 8. Mission 9 is another Nero level. And then 10 is, I think, the first Dante level. There you go, Ghostbuster. Yeah, V is the easy mode. It is. It's like, even without Super V, it's still really easy because, God, I forget what the name of his like big monster buddy is. But, like, you just drop that thing down and start spamming your book, and it does all the work for you. I understand they wanted, you know, like a simpler approach for newer players, but the thing is, the simpler approach is like, it's so simple it's like detrimental to him. Yeah, V if he had a cool theme. Because I think V's battle theme is like not very good in the first place. So I gave him Shoot the Works, and that's like 10 times better. Because it has a much better build up than what he has. There you go. Come here. Give it to him. Oh yeah, Virgil's Dante Must Die run is like the absolute best. Because all Virgil does is just like, it's 20 levels of just him. That's why I love playing the Virgil version of the game so much, is because like everything in the game is just centered around him. It's like it's the speed run mode essentially. Because it has no cutscenes except for the last few missions, and there's nothing, and then you just keep playing the game. You're not held down by dialogue, you don't have to hit buttons to skip cutscenes. It's like so much fun. And it's Virgil at his absolute strongest too. Uh-oh. Oh, you gotta protect him.
Resist,
It's Morbin time.
What a beautiful sight.
Dante, Nero, and V remind you of Beyond the Grave. Oh fuck yeah, Gungrave. God, I love those games, but it's like, no, I love the first Gungrave. The second Gungrave isn't exactly my favorite, but the thing is that it introduces so much. I wanted to play the remake, but it's like I have yet to download it myself because I'm trying to pay off some bills. But it's like, man, Gungrave is such a really cool franchise that I really wish had some more polish to it, because those games could have been like unforgettable titles for the PS2. Because whoever actually finds like the Gungrave anime or the Gungrave game itself, they usually have a pretty good time. Rockabilly Red Cadillac though, he's the man. He was one of my favorite people to play as in Gungrave Overdose. Oh boy, here we go. We have Sin Scissors. No, we have Death Scissors as V. An already traditionally slow enemy to fight, because until they reveal their body parts, it's effectively useless. Because the first Gungrave game plays a lot like an arcade title, and it's really, really good because of that. The second game they start taking more seriously for their story concepts, and it doesn't work. No, the story concepts work. The gameplay suffers greatly because of it. However, it's one of those games also where it's like really rewarding if you get super good at it. Like, I don't like playing as Grave himself, but I love playing as Rockabilly because he's so quick and he uses his melee all the time. His shooting is terrible, but he's like a great melee character. I remember I actually recommended Gungrave to somebody, but I was like, you should just watch the anime version of it since it's like it's its own telling of the gameplay itself. Which, as a matter of fact, I think the game itself is just a retelling of the entire first season of the anime. Sadly, it didn't take off here. That's a one that I would have liked to see happen because it's in a cel-shaded style, and I really like games that have that. Because they're always like some of the most strongest stylistically, and they last the test of time. It's a similar situation like Killer 7. If you guys like my favorite enemies in the game, these are in Devil May Cry 1. They're called Nobodies. They're really, really tough. Like they're super bulky enemies, but the thing is, it's like they have like, Laughing Mask and the Crying Mask. Laughing makes them stronger, and crying makes them Laughing makes them melee. Crying makes them ranged. And they're really fun because their movements are so erratic, and it makes them really great for practicing Royal Guard on, especially when they have the bombs. See, there we go. I get hit by the Nobody, and it does exactly what I think it does. It does the pushback attack, which has like the longest recovery in the game out of any hit possible. Mom, it's my turn to play with the Devil's Sword. Devil May Cry 5 Diabolically Virgil. Yeah, the remake is like, it's one of those games that's like, it's truly underrated because it's like, it's mechanically solid for like, when I speak of the remake, I specifically want to mention I'm talking always about the definitive version, because the definitive version actually takes community-made mods and integrates those concepts into the game itself, and it makes the game like really fucking good. Like it's like, if that, I've said it once and I'll say it again, if that game was not called Devil May Cry, it would be like considered a modern day classic. It really would be. Also, I'm very glad that they actually show the just how heavy these like great swords are for like Dante, and like Dante can always hold these with like one hand. Everyone else though, it's like these things weigh like probably like 100 pounds a piece. No offense, you know.
Hey, no offense, you know.
That kid Nero, he has the strength.
It speaks.
That's a really detailed model of a panther. Where somebody's a long lost brother of nobody. That's right. We have V, who gets introduced like for the first time ever in this game, and now we gotta bother with him now because like Devil May Cry, DMC Devil May Cry, acronym subtitle, acronym subtitle, acronym subtitle.
The Devil Sword Sparta was concealing Dante's presence.
How does one friggin' guy...
Gungrave is also the Gungrave remake is also responsible for this too, because the Gungrave remake is called Gungrave Gore, and it's Gungrave, and it says Gungrave Gore, but the Gore is an acronym, and the Gore stands for Gungrave Overdose Remake. It's so perfect. Like they reiterate the name of the game like twice in the same title.
Don't do it, V! No!
All right, mission 10. We finally get to the. Well, we get our first goal done for the day.
Come here.
Yeah, where's Team Fortress 3? That dude needs to get off his ass and make it. What is it? Team Fortress 2 released in 2007. That was, man, 16 years ago.
I promise I'll be back. I know this is hard.
Like, on God, can you guys remember, like, can you guys even think of what you were doing 16 years ago? Like, I was a much younger person, I know that for sure, 16 years ago.
You must run. By yourself, alone. You must change your name. Forget your past and start a new life. As someone else. A new beginning. Virgil! Where are you, Virgil?
Virgil! Boy, Dante's mom's not very good. I know I've said this before, because like Dante just, his mother locks him in a closet during a house fire. Like what kind of fucking parent are you?
For a second there, I thought you were gonna shish kebab me.
Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3, Postal 3.
I thought it might be the only way to wake you.
What day is it?
The 15th of June.
A month?
You know, I actually sat down and played Postal 2 from start to finish. Like, I did a whole week of Postal, all 7 days. And honestly, like, Postal 2, it's very memorable because it's super funny. Like, the dude is a really good guy. He's from the voice actor to like the dialogue that he interacts with his world with. It's great. It's a nice sandbox adventure. However, as a game itself, it's like not that good. Because the strongest point of Postal 2 is just like remembering the situations you get in. Yeah, you have Al Qaeda, you got Gary Coleman, you got the cultists, you have like Mothers Against Violence in Video Games, and it was like the Postal dude pissing on everything. It was like every time that I played there and played Postal 2, and I'm thinking like, I wish this was better. I really do.
Oh, it stinks in here.
I know. It smells like hot garbage.
This is far worse than I thought.
There's no crime in turning tail, V.
This might be a little too much for you.
You're right. I'll leave the rest
Postal
to
2
you.
is the point of view of the Postal 1 dude. At least Postal 1 was just more overt, more direct about its violence towards people.
Always have an insurance policy.
Who was that guy? Can't believe he just ran.
No one special?
No, it takes itself more seriously than it needs to in Postal 1. That's also where that game Hatred misses the mark, because it takes itself way too seriously, and it's like
Guess I get to see it with my own eyes.
That's what earned it its AO rating. I think the original Postal 1 only has an M. And then we have Postal 2, which effectively, if you look at it this way, it's, you know, people want to see as a Postal 1. So, oh god, I didn't switch my weapons. Oh well. It's time for Dante, everybody, the man of the hour. I don't like him. Like, I don't like Dante very much as a character, but mechanically, he's one of my most favorite things in all of gaming. Like, the concept of switching styles and what every style can do, that's great. I wish every action game could do that to some extent. The only game that's ever come close to me is, like, Neo. That specifically, doesn't have styles per se, it just has, like, stances. And even then, all those stances have, like, a ton of moves, too. Feels great. So, we're gonna Royal Guard. I forgot I was messing around with these two weapons. Is this gonna get like copyright claim? I need to turn that down. That's really loud. Like I have that turned down on I have that turned up on my speaker out here. You know what? I probably should have like. Oh my god, this little asshole. There we go. Go down, sir. Those enemies are too slow to get me Royal Guard points going. I don't want to sit there and milk that. Because those Impusas are like the slowest enemies in the game. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh no. He uses capoeira. Oh, he does. He uses it for like his trickster stuff. That's right. Look at this. It's so good. Oh, whoops. That's a situation where I should have used Royal Guard. Oh, that was nice. Do I like Super Sentai? Not really, actually, Raptor. I'm sorry. Yes, we have Vermilia Scarlet as Dante. I love it. Because the other mod was, I think, is uh-oh. I think it's gonna crash. It did. I knew it. It does that every time. I'm moving too quickly. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it when the game just suddenly thinks, hey, my logic isn't working correctly. Oh, I'm gonna crash. It did that when I was practicing the Virgil fight. Also, when you use mods in this game, if you don't give it enough time to load in the first place, like you keep spamming the skip cutscene button, it won't load in the rest of it won't let it load in the rest of whatever character you're doing. Like when I was fighting Dante, when I was fighting Virgil, it didn't load in my character, but I could still attack. Sucks. Because I gotta do it again. Because I'm so used to playing Nier, I keep hitting my left trigger.
Did I really do this? Well, there's no accounting for taste.
Crash, you know, the game like the Bandicoot goes, whoa! You make all the funny noises. Oh my god, we gotta do it again. Don't worry. I'll have a take two. We'll do better next time. I'm gonna play with you. Oh yeah, there we go. No, that is not Solid Snake. Oh my god, Caber Knight, you just reminded me of the whole fact that like I was talking to a friend of mine earlier about like Metal Gear Solid 3 and Ace Combat. And like now I'm in the mood to go play Metal Gear Solid 3 again. I love that game. Oh, damn. I didn't switch in time. There you go. Red hot kick right to the face. Alright, I hope to God doesn't crash again. Because if it does this for like this, if it does another time or does it like 2 or 3 times, hold on, finish up. Alright. If it crashes again, I'll just go to the next mission because I know that one works. Chaos. That's what those things are called. You're pretty good. I'm not that good. I wish I was better at this game. Yeah, there we go. Now I got... it did it! Oh my god! Oh my god, I didn't think it would do that. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good. That's how you crash the game right there. You crash the game by doing a distorted real impact. Get your triple S, and then you fuck up the whole thing. Oh my god, that is fantastic. It's kind of, if it does that again, I'll just go straight to mission 11. Why does it keep crashing here of all places? I don't know, maybe it's probably a cache. It's probably like a caching problem.
Did that guy really do this? Well, there's no accounting for taste.
With the amount of times I had to restart this mission, I probably should have picked up the rest of my weapons. Alright, see you later there, Bella D. Bam! Squash that puny little bug. I like the weapon that they gave Remilia over here. It's the Leviton. Modern unusual ghastly Givus on Dante. Dude, I'm not... Why the fuck would I want to do that? No, we're not on Twitch right now. I'm not dual streaming it. I mean, I have a Twitch account that's like on the channel right here, but it doesn't get used very much. Oh, fuck off. You can't find the one that's in the channel then? It's like, well, I think I have it in as a link in the description. So you can check there. I'm pretty sure that one still works. Gotta be careful. I gotta be careful so it doesn't crash again. But if I start having crashing problems, I'll probably have to cut it for here. There it goes. Okay. God, that sucks. All right, if it crashes one more time, we're going to the next level, but if it crashes one more time, we'll have to, I'll probably cut it for here. We've actually made it to my goal, which was get to stage 10. But we can't do stage 10 because it keeps crashing. I never played Ultra Kill. What's that thing all about? I heard it was the hot title for the Christmas season. But YouTube is a better platform to stream, though, than Twitch. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's why I chose here in the first place, because not only that, I have a... Like, people can see me, all that. People can see me here. I mean, we would go to the final boss, but we're trying to get through all the levels. I really hope this doesn't, like, this didn't crash.
Our last hope, Nero, was completely useless.
You got Deadweight Gaming over here.
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! Nero, go! You're just dead weight!
That bastard called me deadweight! I didn't come all this way for nothing!
Oh no, Rebellion! Sometimes I forget that, I actually forgot that Rebellion actually gets destroyed. And then it gets replaced by, Devil Sword Sparta. I forget what happens to Alistair in Devil May Cry 1. At least in terms of being a sword. Because... Got the Trish hat. Because the Rebellion, what is it? Rebellion is introduced in Devil May Cry 2, and that's what he's been using up until now.
The Devil Sword Sparta no longer serves a purpose. I have plans for the both of you. You will exist to give me strength.
Uh-oh, he's got his tentacles out there.
Serve such divine purpose.
He's a nasty fella. He's a disgusting man. He's gonna do horrible things to these women with his gigantic tentacles.
All right. Enough's
Dude,
enough.
11-11.
Can't let a boy.
Check those dubs, baby.
Hey, wait.
I'm not done talking yet. Oh!
Okay, you get some rest. By the way, I guess I owe you one.
Oh no, he's melting. Alright, now we can actually do this. If there's one thing I don't like about Balrog, it's the fact that I have to keep, switch those. I want that. No, oops. I want this, then King Cerberus, then Cavalier. Because in reality, I don't actually like using most of the guns in this game, because the fact that you have three versions of the same weapon is like kind of stupid to me. I really wish we had something like Artemis and Spiral back, because at least those were two distinctly different weapons. Better yet, I wish we had Lucifer back as well, because that was a fun weapon to use. Alright, we have to do mission 11 now. I hope it doesn't crash. I'll go to the bathroom. Okay. You miss old Cerberus? I miss old Cerberus too. Because old Cerberus had like a lot of different effects you could mess around with, and they were really fun. However, the new additions to Cerberus actually are very nice. I like the expanded moveset it gave, but it's also... It's good, but it's also like, I don't like it exactly. That's also the thing I really like about Virgil, is that Virgil only has 3 weapons, so both of your triggers, all they do is just switch back and forth between them. I really wish I could do that with Dante, because now that you can have 4 weapons and 4 guns all at once, I mean, you can change the order of them, but you can change the order of them, but I really like to be able to switch back and forth between the two. Like, if I want to do something with like, oh, I want to go backwards in my combo so I can mix it up with some Balrog fists or some legs, or like put some Cerberus in there alongside my Cavalier, I have to put them next to each other and like integrate them into a combo. Like, the concept of going back and forth is like pretty huge for me. Oh, yes. Oh, I fucking love the hitboxes for this weapon so much. They're fucking planet-sized, and I was able to snag them with that back forward. Oh, it's good. Cavalier is such a great weapon. It's like before you understand the gimmick of like how Cavalier works, before you understand it, it's like playing with old Navon in Devil May Cry 3. But it's like, when you understand how Navon works, it's one of the best weapons in the game. It's absolutely fucking insane. Oh, you could do that. You could the clone was a second. You could put a controller in for the second player and use Quicksilver for that. I never really used Quicksilver very much in Devil May Cry 3, but I can understand where it's really strong. Like, obviously the Style Switcher mod exists for Devil May Cry 3, and that's a really fun concept to use. Because they tried to emulate that again with like Dread. Like, no, Dreadnought. That's for Oh my God! Now I'm remembering Dreadnought mode for God, it crashed again. I hate it. God, it keeps crashing. If it crashes one more time, that'll be it for me. The Misery CPR and Reese's Puffs. Well, I like Maroon 5. And in the song Misery, it's the loudest melody in that whole meme thing. So it's, I don't know. I like Maroon 5, so it's not much of a grading thing for me in the first place. I probably have to do that whole beginning section again. God, this sucks. It ain't even that high in terms of CPU usage. But if it gets caught in infinite loading here, then I'll probably have to just cut it. Because it usually doesn't get hung up on loading like this in the first place. Ah, okay, found me.
What a pain in the ass. Just gotta take it down.
Just fade away.
Okay, let's try it again. Oh, I already saw it snag. It's gonna happen. Oh my god. I would really like for it to not do that again until I can get to the boss. Is there really a two-player option in Devil May Cry 3? That actually sounds like... It sounds so preposterous to me, I can't help but wonder, like, is it really there? God, these guys are always a pain to fight. Even on like Dante Must Die, like they're so slow. They're really good for milking. Oh my god, what is that stuff called? Royal Guard points off of. Just filling up the meter in general with them is really nice because they're so slow. Hell, Judaica. Whoa, buddy. Ooh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, my practice is going to waste at the moment of the 11th hour when I actually do it. Okay, that's enough crashing. Thanks everybody for coming by. This game's gonna keep fucking crashing for some reason. I gotta go find out why. I'll see you tomorrow when we go finish up the rest of the game. See ya.